YouTube. What's going on? Thread the needle. We back. Take number 3. Huh. Hello. That was a timeout. I ain't
Oh no,
Anyway.
I was doing a
Oh, I was
YT.
gonna say like he did this.
No
I'm like
YT.
timeout. What's going on? But yeah,
That
man,
was
we
the
back.
team fighting team.
I get it though. We back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, take 3 of this episode. We got we got bricked on the other 2 times, but we gonna get it done this time. Uploading it today. We gonna do the Western Conference for y'all today. We did the East. I think Thursday. I don't know when we did it. I want to say Thursday. But yeah, we're gonna give y'all this. First off, my fault. How y'all boys doing today? I skipped completely over that. How y'all doing today?
Um, got up, you know what I'm saying, did my little morning routine, got to walk in, about to wash my work clothes, go in at 5. You know how that shit go.
Okay, Skip Bayless. I just been chilling. Ain't nothing been going on for real, counting presents up, making money. Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm about to get back into my weight room journey today, man. It's been like a year since I've been like consistently in the weight room. So I think it's time. This is gonna be my New Year's resolution, but I don't want to call it a New Year's
Hey
resolution.
man, you ever come to Birmingham? We can work out together. I got you.
Oh, Corey, you already know I'm coming back.
But and
I,
then shout out to one of my coworkers. They gave me a Dragon Ball Z sock collage.
Oh, if we doing that, man, I gotta give shout outs to Riley, man.
Shout out to
This,
my girl.
this cup is the stuff.
Man,
I
that's a
like
tough
that. I
cup.
like that.
Damn, that's a tough cup.
I like that.
Like,
Uh, my presence at the crib. But yeah, man, let's get into it. We was gonna talk about the Christmas Day games, but we recorded that already, and they were boring anyway, so we kind of just said, like, screw it. And
yeah.
then the day after Christmas, those games were better anyway. But y'all know those, so we ain't gonna get into it. We're just gonna get straight into the conference, the Western Conference, and then we're gonna predict the awards afterwards. So, y'all boys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So y'all know how we do it. We're gonna start from the bottom, go all the way up to the top. Um, just predicting where they gonna land. Any additions y'all think y'all want to talk about? Just talk about it. All right. So the team that finished last year for the West was the Golden State Warriors. Um, I don't know how much they're gonna change. They got Curry, but
Yeah, I gotta
Kelly
stop.
Oubre and Andrew Wiggins ain't looking like
Yeah,
much
I'm
up
looking
right.
pretty fresh. And then I didn't realize they had Brad Wanamaker.
Oh yeah, they got him.
Yeah, man, that was a big time signing because I felt like that was a hole in that backup point guard spot.
Yeah, I still got him at 7 because I'm gonna stick with what I got, but I can't lie. When I saw Brad Wanamaker, I was like, "Oh my god, they got
Yeah,
this."
Yeah.
Like it's not looking good, but hopefully Nico can step in and do something. But I think Draymond and Curry can win enough games to put them in the playoffs.
I I I don't. I can see them being in that 8 to 11 range for me. Um, Draymond being back will obviously help them tremendously on the defensive end, and him and James Wiseman together would be a pretty nice front court. So I think he can. Draymond and Curry definitely could get you into the playoffs, but I could also see with just like how bad the surrounding pieces are, they could also finish like 11.
Yeah, but I feel like towards midseason, Curry can just turn it on. Hopefully, if he can just turn it on, go back to like MVP season form, it's a shoot in for the playoffs. Easy.
and I got him missing the playoffs this year. I just don't like the depth outside of Curry. Draymond, I mean, he's a good number 2, but I mean, I wouldn't want to have a number 2 that has no offensive game. You know, so I
Yeah.
mean, I I like what the Warriors is building. I mean, with Clay being hurt, we all know it's a sleeping giant. In the up within the upcoming future, you know what I'm saying? But as of this year, no Clay. I just think they ain't got enough firepower to actually be able to get one of the top 8 seeds.
Yeah. So y'all both got them in the playoffs. Jen, where you got them
No,
in the
no, I got
playoffs?
him 12th.
Oh, I thought you said you had them in the
No,
playoffs.
I got him outside.
All right, so Corey, you got him at 7. I got him 11. Jarren got him 12. That's kind of like, maybe 9.
Yeah,
Somewhere around
10, 11. Right
there.
there.
All right. Minnesota Timberwolves. Cat did just get hurt. I don't know how long he's gonna be missing, but I did see he got hurt. And but Anthony Edwards is looking good.
Man,
I think Anthony Edwards will finish second in Rookie of the Year if he keep playing like he's playing.
I mean, Anthony might be Rookie of the Year where they giving him all this. By the way, I don't think he's funny. I'm going to put that out there. I didn't chuckle that one. But all that
It
stuff.
is funny. Stop capping. That was funny.
It was a pretty funny.
Which one was like one he was talking about?
I can play any sport.
Yeah, that was funny. But you're pressing the button. That wasn't funny.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I just saw the press conference.
Oh, you talking about all his life? You're a nerd, no thing?
Yeah.
Those things be lame, bro.
I ain't even.
He just
in high school when they did it.
He the next Klay Thompson unnaturally. I'm like, bro, all right. The first thing was funny. It's not this because he had like 12,000 likes. Like they was trying to make it, you know what I'm saying?
You know how they do.
Wait, they compared him to Klay Thompson?
No. Don't worry about it. Don't even get into that.
I'm about to say he played nothing like Klay Thompson.
Come on now. But yeah, the interview was funny though. That's the Atlanta. I hope you don't change that. Maybe tone it up a little bit, kind of like a Lamar Jackson type. But I want you to keep that. I don't want you to change from that.
Yeah.
So where you from? I hate people hating on that. Like I don't care.
Yeah, I see no problem with
white folks. You have to eat that. If you good enough, they still gonna get with you. Like they gonna eat that.
Hey man, we gonna speak on. Speak.
Don't change that.
All right, so we got.
But my bad. I got them like. What they finished last year? 14. I got them around the same spot.
Yeah, I got them 13. So improvement, with the injury of Cat, man, that definitely solidifies them not being able to improve that much.
Yeah, I got them finishing 13th as well. I think they can definitely improve from 19 wins. I think they can maybe get 25 to 30, so they'll put them right at 13. New Orleans Pelicans.
Hell.
I got them fighting for that 9 spot. 9, 8. You know, they in the playoff race, so I think they're at 9. They can make it in there, but this floor spacing, I don't really like it. Because they don't really have any shooters for real that can stay on the court. Like you got JJ Redick, but he really can't stay on the court as much as you probably need him to. And Eric Bledsoe can play the defense, but he can't really shoot. And you already got him out there with Lonzo, an all right shooter, Brandon Ingram, more of an ISO scorer, and then Zion Williamson, you know what that is. Y'all know what Steven Adams is too, so it's not really. Yeah, I don't really like Eric Bledsoe right there.
Yeah, definitely gonna be able to win games due to sheer hustle and grit. I mean, it's gonna be one of the more tenacious teams in the league this year. I mean, I like the defense they're gonna be able to bring with Bledsoe and Steven Adams. That's real nice in terms of just individual defense to have for those two positions. But like Corey said, offensively, I feel like they're gonna be challenged in the bigger games when it comes to that AFC race, and teams like the Rockets will just be able to outscore them. You know.
Yeah, the Pelicans are an interesting team. I mean, I think they have the strongest front court in the league with Zion and Steven Adams. But like I was saying, they don't have any force placing besides JJ Redick, and JJ Redick is not necessarily a two-way player. He plays defense. It's not like he doesn't play defense, but he's also a 6'4", like 197, 200-pound guard. So he usually gets picked on in the pick and roll game. So I have the Pelicans kind of 9, 10 maybe. I think that
I got them.
I think they'll be like one of the more competitive teams in the league, but the non-ability to be able to shoot the ball is gonna show. So I got them 10 somewhere around there. 9.
Yeah.
The next team, Sacramento Kings.
Stack
time.
Re-signed De'Aaron Fox to a max contract. But they might be trading Buddy Hield, though.
Yeah, that's why I got them boys 11.
Yeah, I got them like 12, maybe 11. But I think especially if they trade Buddy If they trade Buddy, I keep him there. But without Buddy being the running mate for De'Aaron Fox, I mean, I don't know who's really gonna be able to step up next to be that next person.
Yeah,
Um,
even with Buddy there, I still don't. I still think the team is missing something. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't feel like Buddy is. He's a great scorer. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a primary scorer type. If you like, you don't. That's not really gonna work. You got Harrison Barnes, who's more like a inflow type of player, not actually a second option, which he is because he's getting paid like it. So they just I don't know. They're just not gonna get any better. De'Aaron Fox is a buck though.
Like if Tyler Hero never existed, Buddy Hill would be perfect for the Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I got the Kings dead last, like I said, man, and this is just me assuming Hill will be gone and Harrison Barnes. I feel like Harrison Barnes, who low key became a pretty good shooter from deep. Yeah, we all know he got a little 3-level game. He just with complementary defense. I think a championship team would try to go and make that play at the trade deadline, try to get Harrison Barnes. So with that, De'Aaron Fox and Halliburton, they two nice playmakers, but they got nobody to make the play. So
Halliburton's a buck, but his jumper kind of I ain't know looking like that.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
I did say he was one of my 2 rooks on my little thing when we did our video. So I got to claim Burton no matter what he do.
Yeah.
Burton gang out here.
all right.
That's my guy.
All right. So the next team we have are the San Antonio Spurs. Um, I mean, I believe that they're gonna move off of DeRozan, maybe Aldridge. You know, those are two big contracts, and for a team that's not gonna be fighting for. Well, I don't have them fighting for a playoff spot because I mean, I just besides Rudy Gay, DeMar DeRozan, and Aldridge. I mean, you got Dejounte Murray, but he's a great defensive player. Offensive game, I'm still kind of at on him. I mean, he's alright on the offensive end, but he's more of a defensive player to me. Then you got Devin Vassell, who was looked at as one of the better defensive players in the draft. So I don't really like the Spurs roster outside of the 5 people I mentioned, and they can't. I don't know. I have the Spurs kind of like 12 for me, especially if they trade DeRozan. They might slide down 13, 14. So,
I got them. I got them in that 9, 10 type. Like it's the West, so you can't even actually put them like they all be just like 1, 2 games away from each other. But I got them like in that little area because assuming they keep their team, they're gonna be pretty good still. But pretty good as in like Greg Popovich is a great coach. They have 3 good vets in Rudy Gay, LaMarcus Aldridge, and DeMar DeRozan. They're not gonna let them lose. So assuming that they stay with them, they're gonna be in the little playoff hunt because veteranship can take you a long way, especially if you have younger players like DeJounte Murray and Lonnie Walker. All those boys are just willing to come out here and just play and put their bodies on line every night. Then they definitely gonna be in the playoff race.
Yeah. I got them at number 11. I mean, they got a backcourt that's gonna be tough to score on every night with DeJounte and Derek. Lonnie coming in, who also plays good D. But I mean, I was just thinking while y'all was talking, man. I really hope Pop gets a team that competes for the playoffs before like he retires. I just kind of enjoy that threat of Pop just always being able to get the win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was just me thinking. But yeah, man. I got him at the 11th seed this year. I don't expect too much. They don't have any players that can really take them to the top floor, and that's why they're number 11. But I am interested to watch DeJounte Murray and Derek Wright, see if any of them can take an all-star like leap. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously they won't make the team because the West is too deep. But see if they can make it where it's like DeJounte or Derek was a sleeper or they was snubbed.
So Derek had a pretty slow year last year.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's going to be coming.
I agree with you. Now, Phoenix Suns. I had one of the better off seasons. Got Chris Paul to go along with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. I have them as an 8 seed, possibly a 7 seed. They win enough games, but I think they can definitely be an 8 seed this season. They went 8-0 in the bubble. They could have made it in the bubble, but I mean they were just too many games behind Portland and Memphis. I mean they had already established their teams. But the Suns are gonna be already one of the more interesting teams to watch. And I think once they figure out their whole offense, which it shouldn't take long with a guy like Chris Paul running it, I think that they could definitely be an AC.
Um, yeah, there's really nothing you can even like. I agree. They're definitely an 8 seed. Um, Marvin, you really just touched on all the points. They got a veteran point guard in CP3. You saw what he did in with like Shea Gilgis and Lou Dort and Dennis Schroeder. So now he has somebody who can drop literally 80 on your team, 60 on your team, 70. So he actually has that type of score on his team with DeAndre Ayton, who's more offensive than Steven Adams and can kind of play defense. Not as great as Steven Adams, but he's getting there. He's young. They also got Mikal Bridges, a defender.
Yeah,
So
I like Mikal Bridges.
they're pretty good. They're gonna make the 8 spot.
Yeah, I got him at the 8 spot too. I'm just interested to see if the front court develops into something spectacular. We all know DeAndre Ayton, he's up and coming. Can he take the All-Star leap? And Jalen Smith, I mean, I kind of wanted them to take Halliburton. I don't know if Kerry was on the available when it was their pick, but I wanted them to take Halliburton and double up on the point guard thing with Chris Paul. But they went with Jalen Smith, who's a very interesting prospect. We all know that. So I'm gonna be watching to see what their front court could do this year.
Yes, sir. I like what y'all was saying, man. But tell me what y'all feel about John Morant and the boys in Memphis.
Uh,
Let me talk about my son first. I believe my son was the reason why they didn't make the playoff last year. So and that's why I got him in the 7th seed. Jarren Jackson will make the All-Star team this year. Him and Ja, they will have a double up. They're gonna push I don't care who out of the All-Star race. Brandon Ingram, Zion, somebody finna be snubbed hard.
all
And
right.
Jarren Jackson finna make the snag.
I'll go ahead and cut this off. I got them boys at 9. In the playoff spot, in the playoff race, obviously, because of what Jaren said. They also have Justice Winslow, who's a scorer. I don't know if he's back. Is he back yet? When's he coming back?
I don't know.
I don't think he back.
Assuming he comes back this year. Because I remember seeing the Grizzlies game. He was not on the court. But
He
assuming he
made
comes back.
no noise.
Huh?
He ain't made no noise.
Yeah, all right.
Mhm.
But, like, assuming. Because I was watching Ja Morant highlights, and I know he's the type of player I look at like, oh, he's back. So I haven't seen him yet. So maybe he'll come back. But if he do come back, there'll still be a 9. And if he's not there, I don't know. Hopefully, Jarren Jackson is good though. Jarren Jackson's a buck, so I think they'll be like 10.
I'm going with Jaren. I think Memphis is a 7 seed. They could have made the playoffs last season in the bubble. They got beat by the Portland. But Memphis, I mean, Ja's looking like he's coming back again year 2. I mean, he had like what 44, 40 something. I know he had a 40 piece
In
in
the
like his
debut,
first game.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Jaren Jackson being back is gonna be a big boost. I can see him. I can see him making the All Star team. I can definitely see Jaren Jackson making the All Star team. John Morant definitely should make it. Um, but yeah, I got Memphis at 7. All right, Portland Trailblazers.
I got the Trailblazers at 6.
Mm.
Kind of. They're an offensive team, one of the offensive juggernauts. Kind of got the same team as last year, so they can kind of build up on each other. Got Nurkic back. That's a big comeback for them. So they should be pretty good. Melo is kind of finding his role, figuring out that he's not a number one. Wish he played like that with us. We probably have better playoff success, but I'm not going to get into that. But he's finally accepting his role. CJ is balling, Dame's balling, so they're gonna be 6.
Yeah. Can Zach Collins emerge? I mean, that's really what I'm watching with these teams. Like, I'm kind of trying to see what players gonna take to like really take them to that top floor. I mean, we kind of know Dame not going to improve. He's just going to give you the same McCollum and all them. And Zach Collins not being there for him in the playoffs, it kind of hurt them when they went against LeBron and them. You kind of seen that with Nurkic and his son. They kind of needed somebody who could actually stretch the floor a little bit and spread it out. So if Zach Collins can step up, I got him at the 4th seed. And like Corey said, with the offensive firepower, I think they're going to be one of the top offenses in the game.
Yeah, I have Portland as my 5 seed. Let the roster improve. Like they got better. They just gotta mesh really. Um, Zach Collins should have a breakout year. Myers Leonard, I seen the little clip of him pulling up from like 30 deep. I was weak, but yeah, I mean Portland always kind of been around like that 6 to 8 seed. So I think this is the year that they kind of break top 5. I think they definitely a 5. But let's see who's the next team. The next team, the Dallas Mavericks, led by Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. What you say? Whatever you gonna say his last name is.
Yeah.
I got my boy. I got him 4 seed. That should be pretty good. Same team as last year, pretty much. So the chemistry probably developed a little bit more. I think we're waiting on Porzingis to come back. So once he comes back, they'll be good. Luka is just he's a transcendent talent. He's gonna be in the MVP race. Walking triple double, and his triple doubles win games. Usually when Luka has a triple double, they're winning. So that's gonna help him a lot. So I got them at the 4 seed. And my boy Dorian Finney-Smith, corner specialist, bronze. He's gonna be out there balling.
Man, I was at work, you know what I'm saying, cooking the chicken, and I got that notification, and I peeped down, and I seen that the Mavericks was putting on somebody by 50. They was up 50 at the half, and I was like, without Kristaps. So just for that reason, they kind of stepped they 5th seed in my mind. Like Corey said, Luka Doncic, man, he's gonna be an MVP candidate. I'm expecting big things from Josh Green and Tyrell Terry, I think that's his name.
Mhm.
I'm expecting big things from them. I'm a big fan of the Rooks, and I think they gonna have big roles to play for the Mavs.
Yeah, I have the Mavs as my 4 seed. Luca, I have him. Well, we'll get into it for the awards, but I definitely have him in my top 3 for MVP. And I think with that alone, I mean, he's gonna have to win some games. So I think the Mavs are definitely gonna be a 4 seed. Kristaps coming back will help, but they still. I mean, I'm really giving them this 4 seed really on the back of Luca. Um, their team is kind of it's all right, but they still kind of have the same problem that messed them up last season. It's like it's heavy Luca, and then after that you kind of have a lot of players who might give you the buckets, but they might not.
I agree.
So they could easily slide. I think they're definitely still a playoff team. They could easily slide like from 4 to 6 somewhere in there. But
I mean,
I
I
got them
agree
at the
with
4
you.
seed.
I agree with you, but I feel like in the regular season that really doesn't matter as much as in the
Yeah,
playoffs. Yeah,
playoff.
there's
yeah,
a lot of
definitely.
trash teams out there.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of teams that be out there just playing. Like the Lakers are kind of they just kind of be coasting in the regular season. You can kind of tell.
yeah. All right. So Corey, I'm gonna let you. No, not mine, not mine. It's not. Okay, see, yeah, it's the Utah Jazz. We got
Uh,
that.
I got the Jazz 5. They got the pretty same squad. You know what they're gonna give you every night. They probably Jordan Clarkson, 6 Man of the Year candidate. He really helped them in the playoffs last year. He was looking like a buck.
Yeah. Can Jordan Clarkson keep that momentum? That'll be big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching Bogdanovich this year. We all know how they kind of fell off when he got hurt and didn't travel to the bubble and all. And yeah, Rudy Gobert, man, you what top 5 highest paid player in the league. So I'm not gonna say I'm
Ever,
expecting more
ever.
offensive. I'm not saying I'm expecting more of an offensive threat, but I mean I do expect you not to fall off at all. So I got him at the 6th seed, giving me typical Jazz work. And if Bogdanovich and Clarkson able to step up their game, they might be able to make some shake in the West.
Yeah, I have the Jazz as my 6 seed. Like y'all was saying, I mean they got the same team, and I think 6 is pretty fair for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell will. I think he's gonna improve his game. I think he's gonna. I believe Donovan Mitchell is going to show more of the playmaking side. I mean, we know he can play make. He can probably run the point if they really wanted him to. But I think we're going to see like more of that. I can see him getting like six assists, 7 assists, something around there. I can see him making that improvement in his game because you see all of his other peers are making improvements in their playmaking, like Tatum, Jalen Brown. I don't want to just name the Celtics, but they're making improvements in their
That's what you
playmaking.
did. That's literally exactly what you did.
But look, I mean,
That is the
yeah,
definition of what you did. But move on.
yeah. But y'all get what I'm saying. Though. I think he can make that improvement in his game, like show more of his playmaking side. Because we already know he's a lethal finisher at the rim, and he can shoot when he wants to. Maybe the shooting he can improve on a little bit more, but I think definitely playmaking will be big for him. So
Uh,
I got the Jazz 6.
if Comeback Player of the Year was an award, by the way, Mike Conley would get it. I do expect my boy to bounce back strong this year.
Mike Bond,
And we did say, hey, if only they would have put this man on Jamal, something would have happened. But now,
right?
I mean,
let's just watch Jamal put 50 on us every night.
oh.
I never understand why teams don't just slap their best defender on the best player. Like that's what I do on 2K. Like, and it worked.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That worked, right?
race ain't it.
Like, yeah, like I'll never forgive Doc Rivers for not letting Kawhi or Paul George guard Luka in that when he had that step back game winner. I would never forgive him for that.
That's tough money.
All right. Corey, what you think your boys gonna do this year?
Your
Man?
boys.
I had to look at my squad for a second and had to dig deep. It might be tanking time. I've been trying to deny it for the longest. So, yeah, I was talking with Jarren, and I think I kind of do want a Kaminga or a Jalen Green. So my boy's gonna be 13. I want us to be. I want us to be low. Oh my God, it hurts to say, but we still got some young talent, man. Shea Gilgeous, Lou Dort, Darius Baisley. That's gonna be our big three going in this season and the future. We got Poku in the draft. He was looking kind of nice, a little skinny, but we can be looking pretty straight. We looking straight. No televised games.
Oh boy,
Hey, we look like the Cavs, nigga. Hey,
that is tough, man. But I mean, hey, just because y'all 14 and gonna have the number 5 pick, don't mean this season wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying?
I still love watching my boys though, for sure.
You know,
Every game.
I actually do like the Poku pickup. He really can shoot that thing, and I think that's going to be mattering down the stretch. The 4 players that you did name, I think that's going to be the 4 players that do make the team in 3 years. And yeah, man, I got y'all at 14 seed, but we all know y'all just sold the house, and it's rebuilding time.
Yeah, I have OKC is like 12 to 14. But I like you said, I like y'all young pieces, man. Shea hit a game winner the other night, didn't he? And then you got Darius Baisley. I like him. I like what was brother name you just said? I know you love your buddy Lou Dort. So I'm looking at Dort. Dort gonna have to show me that 30 piece was consistent. I need to see something.
Yeah.
But
got the defense. The 30 piece just capped it off.
oh, it's cool. I mean, I'm expecting the defense. That's cool. But I got to see what you do on offense. I got to see if he's a legit offensive player. But I mean, I like y'all team though. But y'all don't have any vets. I mean, you got Al Horford, but Al Horford's not gonna push you over the top. Yeah, y'all probably gonna trade him at the deadline.
We got
So,
George Hill, but
Yeah.
I doubt Shea is listening to George Hill. He just got done with CP3. Like, I don't need you.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to listen to the man that missed free throws in the finals. But yeah, I got OKC kind of like 12 to 14, somewhere down there. Now the next team, another interesting team, Houston Rockets. I'll go ahead and knock this one out. I mean, if they trade James Harden, which I'm pretty sure they will, that they're not gonna make the playoffs. And I mean I like the old OGs they got with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, but I don't believe first year that they're gonna be able to just get them into still being a playoff team, especially with the Grizzlies, the Suns, all those teams that didn't make the playoffs are gonna probably make the playoffs. So I slid out OKC and Houston out of my playoffs. So I don't know. I mean, but I like the team. Christian Wood is looking like he's worth every penny, even though they kind of got him for a little bargain. If you ask me, I thought he was gonna get more than what he got. But but yeah, I mean, I think without James Harden, they're definitely not making the playoffs. But if they keep James Harden, they can still be the playoffs.
Yeah, they don't. Assuming they move Harden, which they probably will, because his trade list is just only getting bigger. Eventually, it's gonna be all 31 teams he'll be willing to go to before he play for them. But he's they'll be like the 12th seed without him. But with him, they'll obviously be in the playoff race, no doubt in my mind. Harden's just such a great talent. But like you said, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, they're not really. I'm kind of living with that.
Yeah, like I said, I got him on the outside looking in. Nice seed. I just think Harden himself, he's gonna be able to will them into that playoff race.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does get traded, assuming he does, I believe the haul that they get back and John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins just now rounding in the form around trade deadline, I think that'll be able to keep them in the playoff race, but they'll still be outside looking in.
Bruh.
It's all right, Marvin. I know.
We finna lose, bro. We
That's why
really
I
might
don't care about
lose,
the
man.
polls. But who's the next team?
Next team is the Denver Nuggets. I got the Nuggets still finishing third.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
to be honest, I have the top three literally the same as it was last year. Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. I
Okay.
don't really think that we have to dive deep into that. I mean, I don't know if y'all have them switched up, but
No.
um, I mean, I think those are just the best three teams in the West by far.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Lakers made more additions to keep their top spot. The Clippers, I did like the Serge Ibaka pickup. I think that's going to help them in the playoffs. And with the Nuggets, I mean, more you just want them to get more experience. And I'm also watching RJ Hampton, see if he's able to pick up what Monte Morris will be leaving off at the end of the free agency.
Wow. Yeah. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Them boys, especially the bubble, helped that team way more because they had to band together so many times to come back from these 3-1 leads. So obviously, self-explanatory. Those are the type of teams just gonna wait for the playoffs. Like we already know, regular season is easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
yeah, we kind of just touched on all three of those teams.
It's that time.
Now we getting into the awards.
But Jan, Kata Bates, when did Kata Bates go to the Spurs?
Hey man, my boy been over there for about a smooth couple months, and I wasn't mad at them picking up my dog because what I think is Rudy Gay training them to be the next Rudy Gay, and it's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I can take Rudy. I can take a Rudy now.
How about Lamar?
That's
Rudy Eubanks teaching them how to be a.
No, Rudy. We learning how to be a Rudy.
I like
Memphis
that.
Grizzly Rudy.
Well, the next Trey Lyles.
Get that out of here. Memphis Grizzly Rudy. We got one track mind.
Yeah, man.
all right. Let's get into these awards. We're gonna start with MIP. So, do y'all have like a top three for MIP?
Nah.
I really got a top two. I got two people who I think who could win it. I have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then I have Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
Um, I believe like Terry Rozier. Oh my god,
my
man!
boy.
Like I still got a scary Terry Sherman when he was with the Celtics. Like I really like Terry Rozier's game, and I was sad that we had to let him go. But, I mean, we got Kimba, so I mean, we couldn't really. That was kind of the same thing with the IT and Kyrie trade. I mean, you kind of
Gotta do it.
you got to do it. But I love Terry Rozier when he was with the Celtics, man. Like I really think this is the year that he takes that stride. He's gonna be a consistent like 20 point per game scorer, and I think he could win it. But I can also see Shea winning it. I mean, Shea's kind of got the favorite on him already. He's more of a known name. I mean, I don't know. Terry Rozier had the playoffs, but Shea, I think to me, I think Shea gets more love than Terry, so I can see him getting it off of that. But I think Terry Rozier has the better season.
Man, I like those picks. But I'm gonna go ahead and rant about the MIP award real quick. I hate when they give it to people who are obviously going to be better in their next season. It's like they are forgetting. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're forgetting the point of the award. You can't give it to like Zion or Ja because they up their points like 4 points per game. Like you already knew that was gonna happen. But anyways, I'm sorry. I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We've been giving him a ball. We're gonna give him a ball a lot. Like Marvin said, he hit that game winner. We kind of gave him the ball and was just like, all right, win us the game, and he did. So it's gonna be his team. So his numbers jump. We're gonna jump to the 13th seed, but he'll still be straight.
Yep. Mine is Fred VanVleet still. Like I said, we know that the Raptors got as a team. I think Pascal Siakam not gonna fall off, but I think VanVleet is just gonna improve so much to where he's gonna be the face of the Raptors. And I'm a full believer in the year of after getting that contract and you're secure. Like I believe that you actually do perform after that. And I just think VanVleet gonna go to the top floor and rep the Raptors in the All Star game and win the MIP.
Yeah, I agree with. I like y'all picks, man. I like both of y'all picks. So let's
And
get into this six man. My six man, I only have one. I believe it's gonna be Karis LeVert, with the Nets. I mean, he's gonna be able to come in and literally have a whole unit to himself. And just the way they were already using him, it's like I could see him being like 18 a game, and he'll literally be like the third option with their last five. But he's gonna be coming off the bench. Well, I don't know. Dang, I just thought about it. Then what he did just tear his ACL. So do they start Levert?
What is it? Do Dinwiddie start?
I
yeah,
thought then what he started at the two, and
yeah.
he tore his ACL. So I don't know if they
You
started
can really
Levert.
go anywhere with that though. I mean, they probably. I feel like they want to keep Karras scoring off the bench.
Yeah, they might start Shaman. They could start Shaman at the two.
What's your
Huh? Oh yeah.
That Dinwiddie is interesting. The Dinwiddie injury made it real interesting.
I think they still keep him as a six man. I'm gonna stick with Cares. I'm gonna stick with Cares.
who you got, Jarren?
Yeah, I mean, I had Karis LeVert also. I just like what I seen from him at the gate. He was the 22 point performance I think he had on the Warriors or whatever at the gate. I was like, yep, that's my six man.
I got a hot take.
Hold on. You gotta
Oh yeah,
bring it in.
I don't know
Bring
my phone.
it in.
Vaseline.
Oh,
Mega Man's vitamins.
Yes, sir.
I got
The
Danilo
gold.
Gallinari.
Oh, I gotta lotion up on that one. I gotta lotion up on that one.
Gallinari.
Mm.
That's
like that.
my shooter pick. I'm pulling it. I don't care.
I like that.
Danilo. Put my money on Danilo.
I'm not mad at that pick, Corey. I'm not lying. I really like that.
If they succeed,
Yeah, listen, we had him in the playoffs, so Danilo could possibly get it. Like if he's really like that 20 point per game score off the bench, and then still doing what he's doing the last five. Yeah, definitely.
but honestly though, hopefully they're probably just gonna slap it with Montrezl Harrell again.
I can see that too.
I don't want to see that though. But I wouldn't be surprised.
That's gonna be crazy though if Lil Montrez was at each other's necks again. Lord.
That's hilarious. All right,
That's crazy.
what's next? Um, we can do coach of the year before we get into D-boy and MVP and stuff.
What's up, Doc?
I'll pick Doc Rivers because I feel like the Philadelphia 76ers are gonna elevate.
Most improved team, coach of the most improved team. So yeah, Philly, and it's not even like most improved by the record because that'll obviously go to somebody like Phoenix or Trailblazers or something. But it's like most improved as in perspective. We all know how we saw them last year and how we just kind of seen that was a talented team and nobody even gave them a shot, even though the talent was still there. And this year, I just think we're gonna be seeing them as a whole different squad.
I can easily see it going to Doc, but my prediction for coach of the year, I'm gonna go with the team that I believe is gonna have the best regular season record, and I'm gonna say Steve Nash with the Brooklyn Nets. Um, and I is gonna add on to his resume. You know, I think Steve Nash wins coach of the year.
He does have that first year head coach.
Best
Especially
team.
if they make the number 1 seed.
You just lag so hard.
I know he said that first year coach stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Steve, and if they make the number 1 seed, it'd be good. Like even though I'm pretty sure Steve Nash just maybe helps Kyrie on some pointers sometimes and just shoots around in practice. Like, is he really doing something? Is he really coaching them?
Yeah. You're right.
All right, Depoy.
I got Ben Simmons because all of this ties into each other for their success to be. For Doc Rivers to get coached, for them to get better as a team, Ben Simmons is gonna have to do it anyways, and he's already a pretty good defender. So I feel like Doc is going to use him to play defense on some guards and stuff. Yeah, I got Ben Simmons.
Yep, just echoing exactly what Corey said. He was leading the league in steals before he got injured, and I believe he's going to do the exact same thing this year. And yeah, I mean, I just think the 16 length is going to be able to get him a lot of defensive highlights this season.
I guess I'll play. What's the word? Devil's advocate, and I'm gonna go with Anthony Davis as my Depoy. I mean, he could have won it last year, but I feel like they gave it to Giannis because he was the best defensive player on the best team in the league. So I don't know. I thought it should have went to AD, but I think AD gets it this year, and but I can definitely see Ben Simmons like too. Ben Simmons maybe winning it. So
We talked about this before, but I feel like we need to have a guard defensive player of the year and a big man
guard. If we're
or
going
slash
guard,
big man defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
if we're going guard defensive player of the year, I'm either saying Drew Holiday or Marcus Smart. Definitely.
Yeah, I would say Lou Dort, but he doesn't have the nationwide audience yet. So I'm gonna have to go with him.
I go with the Marcus. But yeah. I mean, well, no, I give it to Ben Simmons. No, I just picked him for Depoy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're classifying. Yeah,
He is a guard, even though he's not, but he is.
yeah, they classify him as a guard. But
Yeah, he's
all
not
right.
At
doing
least for that award, he would be more the guard defender than the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he can. Yeah.
All right. MVP, the big dog of them all. Who y'all got winning MVP?
Kevin Durant. KD's up there. Well, KD will win it, but top three, I would have to say like KD, Luka, and Curry. Because for the Warriors to make the playoffs, Curry's going to have to be top three in the MVP race. Because I got him in the playoffs, he's going to have to do that. So, yeah, it only makes sense.
Yeah, I still got Luka getting it. with Ben Simmons number 2 and LeBron number 3. And also got Dame Dollar outside looking in. Dame Dollar would have been able to make the top 3 last year or this year if Curry was not playing. But because Curry exists, the shots that Dame Dollar hits will kind of seem more normal than usual, and it's going to hurt him in the rankings.
I had Dame as my number 3, but after you said that just kind of made me bump him off to 4. I'm gonna slide KD at 3, and I'm gonna go Luca at number 2, and then I think LeBron gets the MVP this season. I said this in one of the episodes that didn't make it. I believe LeBron can average a triple double this season. Um, this is like their team is loaded. I mean, they're loaded. He already averaged 10 assists last season, and I don't think it's much for him to get 10 rebounds. And you know he's gonna give you like 25. So I think like a 25 to 27, 10 and 10, or 12 and 10 or something like that. I think definitely LeBron will win MVP. Let him get his last MVP before he's officially kind of not going to be in it. I mean, I think this is literally the last year that he will probably be top 3 for MVP just because there's so many young guys coming up or, you got the KDs that's back, Luca. So it's going to be more tough for him to finish top 3. So I think if he can give the Lakers a triple double, they'll give it to him for MVP.
Yeah, if he's doing that, then definitely. But I don't feel like LeBron has to do that. And I know LeBron is more like I don't care about the MVP, I care about the championship. So if I have to cut off on my team so they can develop and play with each other and mesh, then I'd rather take that than win an MVP any day.
Yeah, that's facts.
And then they got better, so he really don't have to do that at all. Like Dennis Schroeder is starting; he can take the ball out of his hand sometime if he just want to chill out and be in the corner or something. So they got Montrezl Harrell off the bench, so you really don't have to do much. You saw what Anthony Davis did with him in the playoffs. Like when LeBron had to score, he had to, but mostly it was just AD.
All right. We gonna do one more. What's our NBA championship looking like?
Nets, Lakers.
Celtics, Lakers.
Man, I want to be there with you, man.
Hey, man.
I want to be there with you, man.
I'm not even there with me, but I got to.
I got Clippers and the Nets. And I really hope the Clippers don't make me eat that up. But I think this is the year. I think that they get it done. They beat the Lakers in 7 games in the Western Conference Finals.
See,
Uh-huh.
I'm in the mindset of you ain't got to do it yourself. Well, I feel like the Clippers gonna fold, so the Celtics got to beat them to prevent them from getting 18. Because we gave everybody a chance last year to do it for us. Now we gotta stop them.
The Clippers are.
Now we gotta stop them.
I don't know, man.
I can't get behind them, man. They low key got worse.
It's hard
I mean,
getting
they got
behind.
Serge Ibaka, but who knows how old this guy is, really? And then you got Nicholas Batum. Oh my God, Nicholas Batum.
Nicholas Buckets.
Yeah, I'm saying Nicholas Batum. I mean, he all right.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean,
He's not gonna make that. No.
He a good addition to their team.
They couldn't even handle it.
Batum gonna be the X factor in the playoffs.
Honestly, though. But if he's not good, then rip.
Yeah,
I definitely think the X.
I definitely don't see him being good. So rip.
Definitely the X factor for the Clippers for me in the playoffs is Paul George, and I think Paul George he's eventually gonna have to get over this hump that he's got in the playoffs. And it's not even that he's been bad in the playoffs. It's just when in the big moments in the playoff he hasn't been good. Because I mean, if you look at his numbers from the playoffs, I mean he's still a 20. I want to say he was like 25 a game scored. I mean he's not bad in the playoffs. He's just bad in big moments.
Yeah,
but I think eventually he's gonna have to get over that hump, and I think
Yeah,
this might be him.
that's what it is about superstars. Like you're Paul George, you're kind of you're in your 30s, near your 30s or whatever. we expect you to do that 25 a game, especially as the number 1 and 2 scorer. Like if you're De'Aaron Fox out here having 25 a game in the playoffs, and you're like, oh, okay, you're balling. But that's what happens when you're a superstar like Paul George and a perennial all-star. We're not going to care about your numbers. We're looking at you and seeing what you're doing because the numbers, in some cases, the numbers can lie.
Yeah, numbers definitely can lie at any point.
I feel like.
Mhm.
I'm not going to
No, go ahead.
Mm-mm.
You need to say nothing, Jared. Go ahead.
Mm-mm.
Go.
Mm-mm.
I will be quiet to Jared say so.
All right, yeah, we ain't saying another word.
Damn. Just saying something. Damn. What I was back
All
on.
right. All right, I ain't saying nothing. No. Forget it. All right, man. Well, yeah, we gonna get off of here, man. Any y'all got any last words?
Yeah, end of the show.
Make sure y'all sub.
So comment. That's why Dwayne Haskins got cut.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Eat that up.
Shut the fuck up. That's why Washington lost. They even tweeted about this shit.
Corey, real quick before we get off here, cause we play Wednesday, man. You think we gonna lose against Oklahoma?
I don't know. I hope not. I think we'll win. But I'm more tuned in on my basketball squad. I didn't gave up on the. You already know how that is. We play on Wednesday, so I'm definitely gonna be watching that. My football games. If you're not in the championship, it don't matter.
I think we can win, but I can also see Oklahoma running away with it. Damn.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk trash on Spencer Rattler because when I did it on Kellen Mund, they whooped PR.
Did it on Kellen Mund.
I'm gonna be quiet because Spencer Rattler is that same type of quarterback. So I'm gonna be quiet.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Larry Nance said the new nickname for Cleveland is Sexlin for the duo. They call him Colin and Darius Sexlin from here on
Hey, hold on. Let's talk about this real quick before we get off of him, man. Colin Sexton Colin Sexton is my third for MIP. Colin Sexton been going dumb, like, and it's crazy the Cavs just don't get talked about. But damn, nigga, I mean,
because it's 2 games into the season.
It's 2 games, but I mean, bro,
20 games in. How many games is the season?
72.
Yeah, 72.
Yeah, so we'll see what y'all do 50 games into the season.
Yeah, Sirski, you said something right there.
Cavs fans just know I see Colin Sexton. I'm watching. He been real efficient. Like he's a real lot of 15 for 23 on a 33-point game, a 32-point game, and then yesterday he had 22 on 8 of 15. So he efficient. He getting efficient. That's been their biggest thing with Colin Sexton is he just not been being efficient. But enough of that.
Hey, second place. By the way, we didn't do Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, we didn't do Rookie of the Year. Yeah, you're right.
Marvin.
I'm sorry. I got James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year.
James Wiseman.
Me too.
Peyton Pritchard second place though. My boy is bucking. Peyton is
5 for 5, 3 and 3, man.
5 for 5, 3 for 3.
ESPN ain't even looking at that nigga.
Man, what? Cool.
They're looking at 3 niggas.
He has yet to take a 3 right, but this man has taken every 3 he has shot has been at least a step behind the line. At least a step behind the line.
Bro, is literally like Fred VanVleet out there. Like he's looking like Fred VanVleet through 2 games, like off the bench. That's cool. I know only Celtics fans gonna appreciate that.
Hopefully, he make like second team or something.
Oh yeah, I definitely see him make a second team. Definitely.
All right, man. Hey, that's really it, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe for real. Let us know who's gonna be y'all's champion. Who's y'all's number 1 seed in the West?
Leave that in the comments. Follow me on Twitter _Mar35. Oh my goodness. I'm about to post on Twitter. Like, give me awards. Give me y'all awards for real, man. I really want to know what other people think. Give me more options to look at this season besides my options and their options. And let's
Yeah,
get
let us
active.
know if y'all like these prediction videos. Might even try to predict the all NBA teams. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. All right, y'all. We're gonna get on up out of here, man. It's been Thread the Needle.
Peace.
Yeah.
Keep threading.